Today on the table, we have an FN model 1910. So they made these from 1910 until actually all the way up till 1983, which surprised me when I was researching them, that I didn't realize that they made them for that long. I thought that they were just made from, 1910 up until World War II, maybe the 50s, but I didn't realize that they made them all the way up until 1983, which is a really long time. It'd be kind of interesting actually to have one from the 70s or one really toward the very last model year, which would be kind of fun. But so they made these in two different calibers. They made them in a 380 and then a 32. This is a 32. It'd be really nice to have a 380. It'd be fun if I could find another one that is in a 380 as well, especially one as old as this one is. They have, so the difference is that on the 380s, those are a 6-round magazine, and then on the 32s, those are a 7-round magazine. Now there's also the model 1922, which I have one of those and I can make another video on in regards, and we'll go over the history on that a little bit later. It's just a little bit bigger, holds more rounds, but same calibers. Now this one, on these barrel length on these are about 80 millimeters. It's a little bit shorter. It is a nice carry size gun. Obviously if it was in a 380, then that's a lot more stopping power than the 32. So by today's standards, more people will use a 380 as the lowest caliber that they would carry for, a concealed carry, or at least for safety. But again, this 32 is just a super cool, it's a super cool round, super cool pistol. But so FN, they've been around for a very long time. They do a lot of things that Colt does, and Colt does a lot of things that they do. So if you remember on the vest pocket there, or no, actually on the 380 that I just posted on the model 1908, a lot of similarities. That has a grip safety. The model 1908 in the Colt does not have a slide safety like this does, so this is actually a little bit nicer. But they both have the mag release, which is this old school mag release, which is a little bit slower, like somebody had posted in the comments, where you have to, well, actually, let's do a quick safety check here. You can see this does not have a slide stop, so you can see here in the barrel that it is not loaded. And then we can take out the mag here. It's a little stiff because it's a older gun here, but you can see the little magazine here. So you can see just a little 7-round magazine, and it is an original FN mag. You can see the little FN logo right there on the end of it. So, but that is the model 1910. Now this one's actually proofed out pretty well. So you can, I haven't done the research, I probably should, and I can get it pretty close to the camera, but you can see the proofs here on there. And then it was also proofed on the barrel considerably. Let's see if I can get that in there. I'll have to do some research on the proofs on this. Usually, yeah, see there's a crown on it, so it's going to be British proofs. I'll have to look up these British proofs to see what they are, and what they mean. Sometimes there's Spanish, sometimes there's British ones, but this looks like it has mostly British proofs on it. And maybe I'll make another video of what those proofs mean. You can see the FN stamp here. And again, just as pistols go, like you could easily carry this. I mean, it would be really easy to carry as a, concealed carry. You could really just throw it in your pocket. It's fantastic for that, just because of the grip safety. You don't have to really worry as much for, it firing, because you actually, like right now, I can't. I mean, it's wood dry fire, but I can't shoot it because I'm not squeezing this. But as soon as I do this, then it fires easily. And it's got a great spring in it. It has the load, so you can see that it's actually got a round, or would have a round in it. This would stick out if there was a round in it to show that it is, ready to go. Or there's one in the chamber, I guess you could say. But it does have its original Bakelite grips on it, or the old school plastic like the Colts do. Serial numbers here on this one. I dated this one, I think this one was from like 1917, right around World War I is when this one was around. So, 1917, 1918 is what the numbers were from this. But it's, just a super, super cool FN Model 10. If you don't have one, I'd highly recommend getting one. I got this one first, and then I was like, hey, I need to get a Model 1922, which actually took me some doing to find. So I just had to have one. And they are just, it's got fantastic bluing on it still. It's in great condition. Another one of my followers, he commented on a previous video that when we were talking about the model 1908, is that a lot of these older pistols, they never really got fired much. They don't get the rounds through them like more of these modern pistols do. One for testing and two just for use. They just weren't shot that much. So, you know, that's why. So when you do find these, you might have something with a spring issue on it. This one works great, but they're still, I mean, could be broken in. And this, I mean, if you look at the machining on this for how this is over 100 years old, I mean, this slide doesn't move whatsoever. It is fantastic. The only thing you hear wiggling is this grip safety, but this slide is on there like it's, you know, laser milled or laser cut. It is ridiculous how well they made these back in the day. So anyways, this is model 1910. Let me know if you have one. Let me know if you shoot it. What I would love to hear from a lot of people, and I've been asking in the comments, are what ammo do you use? I would love to know what ammo people use when they shoot these older pistols, because you got to be a little careful with you know, certain rounds that have a higher pressure or, you know, a higher load in them. You don't want to shoot those because you could damage it. But again, thanks for watching, and see you next week, or see you tomorrow.